billionaire who had quickly amassed political and philanthropic influence. What happened? It's 4 o'clock, good afternoon, and welcome to OJ News. A week ago, Sam Bankman-Fried was the boy wonder face of crypto, a 30-year-old who founded one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, a celebrated philanthropist worth an estimated $16 billion, and a major Democratic donor who quickly found favor in Washington. By Friday, he was at the center of an epic flameout that left his empire and his image as an uncannily sharp, altruistic billionaire in ruins. In the annals of crypto disasters, the tale of Bankman-Fried may go down as one of the most jaw-dropping. He resigned from his crypto exchange, FTX, as it collapsed from a domino effect of a surge in customers trying to withdraw their funds, and the company filed for bankruptcy. The Wall Street Journal has reported that Bankman-Fried may have illegally taken about $10 billion in FTX customers' funds for his trading firm, Alameda Research, whose future is also in peril. And Bankman-Fried is now worth close to nothing. The downfall of FTX isn't a typical story of crypto's volatility or investor risk-taking. It didn't crumple due to bad luck, but what now appears to be unsustainable layers of deception. On the surface, FTX appeared to be thriving. In the past year, it made several high-profile acquisitions and bailed out other failing crypto companies. In reality, it was drowning in debt. At least $1 billion in customer funds is reportedly missing. The stark contrast between image and reality has resulted in Bankman-Fried facing a reputational fall from grace swifter than any in recent memory. According to reporting from several news outlets, the DOJ and SEC are investigating FTX, and its friends and admirers in crypto, philanthropic, and political circles have quickly begun distancing themselves from the man widely dubbed the king of crypto. A senior Democratic strategist who wished to maintain anonymity to protect their clients told Vox that politicians who received donations from Bankman-Fried, who spent around $40 million during the midterm election cycle, are considering returning that money. On November 10th, Bankman-Fried publicly apologized. "I fucked up and should have done better," he wrote on Twitter. I also should have been communicating more very recently." He pointed to a poor internal labeling of bank-related accounts as one reason why FTX didn't have the liquidity to return money to clients. In the last year, Bankman-Fried had soared to buzzy prominence as a paragon of how the ultra-rich, who have seemingly endless wealth, might use it for good. He's been the subject of countless profiles. He was on the cover of Fortune's September issue. The media portrayed him as an unassuming, nerdly savant, frequently noting down to his earthness, his messy mop of hair, his penchant for wearing t-shirts and shorts, his Toyota Corolla. Investors were enamored of the fact that he wasn't a buttoned-up entrepreneur. He played computer games during pitch meetings, and like other modern-day founders, his eccentricities were taken as proof of his distinct genius. Bankman-Fried, meanwhile, came off as a billionaire refreshingly unimpressed by the glitz and the pomp of the typical billionaire's lifestyle. The FTX Foundation, Bankman-Fried's philanthropic arm, says it has donated over $190 million to date. Disclosure, Future Perfect, Vox effective altruism-inspired vertical, received a grant in 2022 from a Building a Stronger Future, the Bankman-Fried's Family Foundation. "It's hard to spend more than millions a year in an effective way on yourself, even if you wanted to," he told Yahoo Finance earlier this year. "And I think that's why we see super yachts, because a lot of people literally can't figure out anything else to do with their money." But Bankman-Fried seemingly had figured it out. That he had articulated a data and evidence-based plan for how to give away his wealth is, in part, what makes his downfall so stunning. Who is Bankman-Fried if not a political megadonna? Who is he if not a philanthropist and not a billionaire? Who is he all along? Bankman-Fried went to Wall Street because he wanted to make much money as possible. That's not especially notable. What set him apart was how effectively and quickly he turned those intentions into a reality. The son of two Stanford professors, he majored at physics at MIT, but then Influenced by effective altruism leader and Oxford philosopher Will MacAskill, decided to work for a trading firm where he could earn a lot of more money, a lot quicker, ostensibly with the aim of ultimately giving it away almost as quickly. The effective altruism movement attempts to use evidence and reason to determine the best ways of doing good in the world. When it comes to charitable giving, effective altruists often focus on causes that they view as unimportant, tractable, and neglected areas where a little bit of funding could have an outsized impact. Some effective altruists also believe in earning to give and entering a lucrative field over a poorly paying one so that more money can be given away. If what you're trying to do is donate, you should make as much as you can give and as much as you can, Bankman-Fried told Recode in an interview last year. In other words, the ends justify the means. If the math shows that it's magnitudes better to be an investment banker than work at a non-profit, that's what you ought to do. In recent days, prominent voices in the effective altruism world, including MacAskill and Facebook co-founder Dustin Moskovitz, who is a major funder of the EA-aligned non-profit Open Philanthropy, have both disavowed that sort of elitarian calculus. Bankman-Fried started his career on Wall Street in 2013 when he was 21. He made his riches through cryptocurrency arbitrage, buying coins for a lower price on one crypto exchange, then quickly selling them for a higher price on a different exchange. He convinced a few fellow effective altruist friends to help in his arbitrage model and founded his trading firm, Alameda Research. By 2019, it was turning enough profit that Bankman-Fried launched his own crypto exchange, FTX. Part of FTX's draw for investors was that it allowed riskier trades than other exchanges. It allowed people to make highly leveraged bets. At least until 2021, when it was reduced the amount of leverage it offered clients. Bankman-Fried was quickly branded as a brilliant disruptor in crypto. That year, at the age of 29, he was worth $22.5 billion.